The Buriganga River runs through the heart of Dhaka, Bangladesh. It is also at the center of a bitter struggle, pitting scientists and campaigners against the tanneries that line the riverbanks. $240 million worth of leather is exported from Bangladesh each year. Much of it is sent to Europe, where it is made into bags, belts and shoes for high street shops. Experts claim the tanneries in Dhaka that supply much of this leather are killing the river and poisoning tens of thousands of people who live and work nearby. The ecologist visited Bangladesh to investigate these claims.
নদীকে আমরা সবসময় মায়ের মতো দেখি তো এখানে নদীকে এখানে ব্যবহার করতেছে তারা ড্রেনের মতো এবং ইন্ডাস্ট্রির বর্জ্য এবং সমস্ত তারা ময়লা নদীতে ফেলছে হ্যাঁ যার জন্য নদীতে কোনো মাছ নাই কোনো প্রাণী নাই এবং নদীতে কোনো নদীর পানি ব্যবহার অযোগ্য হয়ে গেছে
They claim that the principal source of the pollution are the tannery chemicals.
Buriganga River is mostly polluted by the Hazaribagh tannery. They almost use 300 chemicals, and majority of them toxic chemicals.
Untreated tannery effluent fills the stagnant drains around Hazaribagh, and the stench of chemicals is overwhelming. Shababa lives on the river nearby.
আমাদের ভিতর ব্যবহার একটাই যে পানির কারণে আমরা কোনো কাজ কর্ম কিছুই করতে পারতাছি না এই পানিটাই মনে করেন আমাদের একদম দুর্বল করে ফেলেছে এই পানির লাগি আমরা কিছু করতে পারতাছি
Bangladeshi scientists estimate that 1 million people could be affected by the chemicals in Hazaribagh from washing in the river and eating food contaminated with the polluted water. They allege that these problems include chronic breathing difficulties, skin diseases and internal organ damage. The drains that empty into the river lead straight back to the tanneries. They use around 50 tons of chemicals a day. All of the effluent is released into the drains without any kind of treatment. Research carried out by the Bangladesh Society for Environment and Human Development has found that most tannery workers in Dhaka suffer from chemical-related diseases. It estimates that 90% of them will be dead by the age of 50. We gained access to 2 tanneries that export to the EU. Workers without gloves or shoes can be seen wading in hazardous liquids. When we spoke to the tannery owners about the situation, they suggested that the chemicals are safe because they are European.
All chemicals we buy from European origin. Which customer can provide us the assurance your chemicals is not, it's not problem for the environment or it's not problem for the, the health hazard, this kind of things, and we are buying for this kind of chemicals.
Mr. Mazakat Haroon is the managing director of Chemtan Limited, a company that sells tannery products manufactured by Clariant far away in Waverley, Yorkshire. Haroon estimates that up to 20% of the chemicals used in Hazaribagh are made by Clariant, and he believes that these chemicals are safe.
Eco-friendly. The whole of their product is eco-friendly.
What is the characteristics of them that makes them?
They provide that is the provide safety data sheet. They provide the literature. We find out that this product is eco-friendly, but we never test that it is eco-friendly or not. But their products, but literature says that it is eco-friendly. They claim that our product is eco-friendly.
Experts in the UK, however, suggest otherwise.
I just would be extremely surprised if that was the case. Safe is if you understand all the instructions and you implement all the instructions on all those chemicals that you're using. And then you've got the issue of a chemical on its own might be safe, but how it mixes with that other chemical and that other chemical, we don't know. And you can be making a very nasty toxic cocktail.
It's not just the ingredients of the individual chemicals that worry the scientists. Dr. Paul Johnston runs the Greenpeace Science Unit at Exeter University.
essentially what you do as soon as you release a mixture of chemicals like that is really you're emptying a Pandora's box into the outside environment, and it's really almost impossible to predict exactly what is going to happen. We have very little understanding of the behaviour of mixtures of chemicals in the wider environment, or the behaviour of mixtures of chemicals in terms of the way that they impact upon human health. It is indeed a huge Pandora's box, and it's one that should be brought under very, very tight control.
According to Haroon's estimates, Clariant sells 5 to 10 tons of tanning chemicals in Hazaribagh every day. When approached, however, Clariant declined to comment on the problems in Hazaribagh. Clariant also declined to provide us with any information regarding the safety or composition of the products that they export to Bangladesh. For the past 7 years, the government has planned to move the tanneries to a new site outside of Dhaka, with treatment facilities for the chemicals that are used. But only 1 out of 100 planned buildings has started construction. In April last month, the Bangladesh government announced that once again, the relocation scheme has been postponed indefinitely. Much of the leather manufactured in the toxic tanneries of Hazaribagh is exported to Europe, where it is manufactured into shoes, handbags and wallets to feed the trade in leather goods. Cheap goods are a dream come true for consumers in the West. But for now, the nightmare stays in Hazaribagh, Bangladesh.